Okay, so we're here having a meeting. We're talking about, I'm having a meeting with Jen Schaefer. Jen has a band called Jen Schaefer and the Shiners. And she's got some good insight for me. So we're talking about...
Yeah, I've got lots to say on anything.
Well, what I'm imagining is that... initially what I was thinking is that I know that the parts are in there, but I don't know exactly what they are yet. So that we'll play the songs together and the parts will come up. But I think maybe that's too much to ask of the singers. And that's too much input, that's too much sketching that happens. So maybe I have to go through the songs and carve out some concrete suggestions. And then be able to present it to them. So now maybe you can help me think about how do
you introduce that to the vocalist?
Okay, yeah, how do I introduce that?
So you could either ask them to go away and come back with something for you, but that's a lot of co-writing, or you come up with a basic top line or whatever it is you want them to work on and flesh out and arrange, and then that's the process we do, is sort of fleshing out the skeleton, right? But you give them the skeleton.
Okay, so based on that, so we went through 4 songs and we got some ideas. So before I was thinking at our next rehearsal we'll go over through the other 4. But actually what I should do is now take the notes and the thoughts that had come up over these 4 songs, then put them on paper or on tape or whatever it is I need to do so that I can articulate what it is, I can synthesize what it is that we talked about and give them concrete suggestions. So not move on to the next 4, but continue with these 4.
Well, I mean, so if you have a section and you need them to be sort of creating choral pieces or vocal pieces on these sections, if you did you come up with a melody or a top line or whatever? Because the way we would work in our band is like...
What's a top line?
What's a top line? Top line is the melody, like you've got a beat and a rhythm or whatever underneath.
I mean the melody of the song that I wrote?
The tune or whatever you're asking them to play to or sing to. Like if you have a section and what did you say? It was going to be, here's where I want you to do a rhythmic thing.
Right.
But there has to be, is there going to be a tune to that of sorts? Or like a top line is like a song over the basic rhythm or struck, so and I guess the top line is what the melody is, what the singers sing.
Okay, so how do I log all that information? How do I get that information to them?
Yes, postscript. We would, if you have the basic song, and then if you in your head come up with whatever, call it a top line or whatever part you want them to elaborate on, yes, as you say, garage band it on, layer it on top of the basic song, hum it, pluck it on whatever you're most comfortable with, but you just do the basic rough for them to hear, and then they can work with that themselves. So they actually have a concrete idea, where you give them something to grow with. But it has to be like lyrically or...
Okay, I've got it. I gotta give them something to grow with. So we've gone through the songs, and we're gonna go through them again. I'm gonna have some concrete suggestions. So in our next rehearsal, I'm gonna have some concrete suggestions on what the parts are that are carved out.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you.